In the matter of the state of Michigan versus Garcias Alexander 25-0149, Council Paris.
Good morning, Your Honor. Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people. I would like to make, I'm sorry, I still have to do this motion. I have to make a motion to practice under Michigan Court Rule 8.120. APA Joel Martinez is to my left.
Motion granted.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Sutter on behalf of Mr. Alexander who is standing to my right.
Mr. Alexander was scheduled today for a final pre-trial for domestic violence. Did the witness appear?
No, Your Honor.
Given that, Your Honor, I'd make a motion to dismiss.
Motion to dismiss is granted without prejudice. The people do have the right to reissue this charge if the witness appears and is ready to proceed with this case. You understand that? Do you have any questions for the court? We'll get your dismissal in just a moment. Any additional matters?
Nothing on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Just, Your Honor, that JSG be notified so he can get his tether removed. Nothing further.
You're all set. This is the matter of the state of Michigan versus Robert Ashbaugh, 25-01445. Appearance, please.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Sutter on behalf of Mr. Ashbaugh who is standing to my right.
Mr. Ashbaugh was scheduled today for a final pre-trial. This is for domestic violence. Necessary witness present. Your Honor.
Given that, Your Honor, I'd make a motion to dismiss.
Dismiss is granted. The people can reissue this charge against you within the statutory time frame. You do understand that, sir? Do you have any questions for the court?
No, ma'am.
So your dismissal in a moment.
Thank you.
You're welcome. On the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Peter Gifford, 16-03286. Appearance, please.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
And Jacob Brown, on behalf of Mr. Gifford.
This is the matter scheduled for a final pretrial for an assault and battery. Do we have a witness present?
We do not, Your Honor.
Hence motion would be to dismiss. Your Honor.
Motion to dismiss is granted. This is from 2016, so I don't think this will be reissued against you. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing on behalf of the people.
Your Honor.
We'll get your dismissal in just a moment, okay, sir? The record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Lee Lerma, 25-01462. Appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Jacob Brown, on behalf of Mr. Lerma.
And this is Lee Lerma the third, correct?
It's the second. I think they must have messed it up on the paperwork.
I see the second on the bond form. I think the file does have the third, so we'll have that corrected. Date scheduled for final trial for domestic violence. Is there a witness present?
There is, Your Honor.
How are we proceeding?
Under we just received an offer of a resolution today. Yes, that this remains set for remained it been set in August, but if the offer remain open until sometime before then.
Yeah.
The offer is 7694A.
No. It's just the sentencing agreement, essentially. So we continue to trial. Once it pleads it, the day of the trial, you can do that. So it's not really a major issue. Our policy, you tell us Friday before if we're running a trial or not. That works. Do you have any questions at this time?
What does that mean?
So the offer is for you to plead guilty to the original charge, and they're not objecting to sentencing under 769.4A, which is the statute that gives you an opportunity to be on a term of probation. If you are successful at that end of the term of probation, this becomes non-public on your record. Your attorney requested to keep it open until sometime. It's semantics at this point because it's not really an offer.
I would,
It's-
I would like to do that.
You would like to do what?
I would like to stay, yeah, like not accept that.
That's what we're continuing to trial, and then by the Friday before that trial date, which is scheduled for August 18th at 8 AM, your attorney will make us aware as to whether or not we are running a jury trial or not, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, and so do you have any questions at this time?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing on behalf of the people.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll see you on August 18th in person for trial.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. On the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Darrell Thomas, 25-01415, appearance please.
Fortuna Gale on behalf of the people.
And Jacob Brown on behalf of Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Thomas was scheduled today for a domestic violence final trial. The necessary witnesses here.
No, Your Honor.
Defense motions to dismiss.
The motion is granted without prejudice. The people can reissue this against you within the statutory timeframe. Do you understand that? Do you have any questions for the court? Dismissal in just a moment. Any additional matters for the record?
Not on behalf of the people.
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set, sir. I'm very from my state. On the screen, I paying for. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus LaFontaine 425-01541, appearance please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John. I'm sorry.
Prosecutor appearance first.
Apologize.
Haley Fortuna Gale on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. John Stevenson on behalf of LaFontaine. I apologize for the interruption.
No problem. Let's see, this was a pre-trial, there's a vehicle registration, general and proper use. I don't know if you all have already resolved this.
We have not spoke, Your Honor.
No, we haven't had a chance to speak.
I'll reset this and then you all can have a chance to speak outside of court time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you have the prosecutor's contact information?
No, I don't, other than Mr. Dwayne. If someone could provide me the contact information of who specifically, I missed counsel's name.
It's Haley Fortuna Gill. We can message her contact information to you
That's
through the
perfect.
chat. Sure. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
August 4th at 10. August 4th at 10 work for you for a reset date, counsel?
I'm looking right now, Your Honor. Yes, it does.
Okay, we will reset it for a second pre-trial at this time. Do you have yeah, okay. And we'll message you her contact information at this time.
Thank
Any
you so
additional
much.
matters? No problem. Any additional matters for today's record?
Nothing on behalf of the people.
Nothing on behalf of the defendant.
Thank you. You're all set.
Have a great day.
Same to you.
You're all set, Joe.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
On the record, in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Brandy Lee Anderson, 25-00471, appearance please.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Jacob Brown on behalf of Ms. Anderson.
Okay, this is a I'm sorry, a pre-trial that is for a retail fraud, third degree. Is there an offer on this?
Your Honor, the people just this morning conveyed the offer of trespass.
How did your client want to proceed? Do I need additional time to consider the offer?
Request another pre-trial date, Your Honor, so my client can consider that offer.
August 4th at 10:30. August 4th at 10:30. Do you have any questions for the court today? Your notice to appear. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set for today.
Okay.
Is Jacob Giles here?
Yes, Your Honor, he is.
Are you representing him?
He is pro per, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. You spoke with him already, counsel? Ms. Fortuna?
My apologies, Your Honor. I have not spoken with him.
Okay, on the record, good morning. On the matter of this state of Michigan versus Jacob Giles, 25-01390, appearance please.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
And you are Mr. Jacob Giles. My note here was that you were working on hiring an attorney.
Yes, Your Honor, I have still not been able to save enough money to afford my retainer fees given to me by any attorney I've contacted. However, I would probably like to move forward to the final pretrial at this moment, but if the court can consider giving me enough time to still try to retain counsel in between now and that court date, probably 4 to 6 weeks.
How is there an offer on this?
There's no offer, Your Honor.
Okay, let's see.
I have spoke to Justin Kuntz, went to high school with him. He told me $1,000 for a retainer to handle this matter. I just need to save up $1,000 to afford that.
And you're employed.
Yes, I'm employed. Just with the living situation and the commute and everything that's happened since, I've been spending a little bit more money than I anticipated.
Maybe the final pre-trial date.
August 11th at 8 a.m.
August 11th at 8 a.m. is the final pre-trial.
Jury trial September 8th at 8 a.m.
Jury trial is currently scheduled for September 8th at 8 a.m. in person at the court, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions at this time? We'll get your notice to appear. Any additional matters for the record?
Thank you.
Nothing on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
You're all set. You know what's going on with Jason Madrid?
I sent a couple of emails, I haven't gotten a reply back. Last I spoke with Mr. Rowley about that, he thought an ice hold possibly.
That's why we keep sending it. I was sold ice back in April.
I tried checking the ICE website last week to find his name, but then kind of hit and miss on providing information and working through all.
Okay, issue a bench warrant.
Hello?
Who are you helloing, sir?
This is Hayes Sack.
We are aware, we're waiting for your attorney.
Okay.
from the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Devontae Hanusak, 24-03-284, appearance, please.
Rowdy on behalf of Mr. Hamasak.
Mr. Hanasak is present via Polycom from the Ingham County Jail. This matter was rescheduled for sentencing after the defendant failed to appear. He pled guilty back in November to the charge of malicious destruction of building, I believe 200 to 1,000. And he was supposed to be participating in treatment court, and then we did not see him since then. Let's see. Was he in treatment, or did he participate in a treatment court in the circuit court?
Sure, I don't have records on that myself, Your Honor.
Did you ever do a treatment court at circuit court, Mr. Hanasak?
No, I was in custody at the time. I was doing my, went to court and, for that already.
I can't make any sense of what was just said.
No, I had went to court for it already and got out. I was in custody.
Did you understand my question?
Sir?
At the time that you pled guilty on this case, your attorney told the court that you had, or you were on probation already before Judge JMO, and that you were heading to a treatment facility, I'm assuming,
Yes.
on Judge JMO matter. Did you go to the treatment facility?
Fair River.
Is that where you went?
Yeah, I went to Bear River.
Okay, and when did you get out?
Got out I don't know when did I get out, but I just know I just got out that couple months after.
Okay, when did you go in?
Back in December.
Okay. Okay, you can make allocution.
Your Honor, after speaking with my client, I think certainly he's been dealing with some difficult issues as indicated by his stay at Bear River. He still has a couple of pending cases in the 55th district that I think are actually set for two trials today in an hour or two. But certainly he regrets, I think, sort of losing control, losing his temper. In this case, he slammed a door at Polly Berry, shattered the glass on the door. I don't know that he necessarily had that intention, but he certainly was acting in a manner that led to that happening. That's his responsibility, and he certainly is regretful. And he has told me that he is prepared to pay any restitution for the repair of that door, which I think was estimated at close to $1,000. And I think once this case is resolved and any sense on this is served, he has a rather small bond on his other cases at 55th, so he might be out of custody very soon. As far as sentencing, I would ask that the court consider granting him time served, as he does have some more on this case.
Counsel, could I have your appearance, please?
Yes, Your Honor, Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Is there restitution in this?
There is, Your Honor.
I need a restitution. That was what the issue was. That was secondary rules.
What is that?
Button over here. What was the restitution amount?
Your Honor, I'm trying to pull it up. I thought that I had a receipt here. Trying to log in. I'm unable to find it right this second. The exact amount. Check one more spot. I do believe I had a receipt when we came to the agreement, so I'm unsure where it went.
They came to the agreement, he pled guilty in November. You were assigned in my court in November,
No, Your Honor.
so you wouldn't have
Who's
had,
Mr. Murray?
yeah, you wouldn't have anything to do with it. I don't even have a police sheet in here. So this is the first I've heard about restitution. That's-
I think my recollection is that at the time we had that restitution open and expectations there would be a receipt or something.
Quality dairy.
Yes, Your Honor. I could have sworn I'd seen it going through this file. But I'm unable to pull it up at this moment.
Without the receipt, I'm not ordering restitution. At this time, sentence is 25 days, Ingham County Jail, credit time served. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set, sir. Thank you.
All right. I can just let them know now?
You can let them know you're done.
All right. Excuse me.
Quality.
Y'all got that? Yeah. I gotta go upstairs now.
With you.
There was another one.
So that might be where.
Yeah, this one was not your case. This is from November. On the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Inari Ramos, Washington. And file number 25-00393 appearances.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Jacob Brown on behalf of this Ramos, Washington.
Okay, today was the date scheduled for sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report recommendation. Did you get a copy and did you go over it with your
You did,
client?
Your Honor.
All right, they need to make corrections, updates, or deletions.
No, Your Honor, I believe the report should be factually accurate.
You can make allocation.
Your Honor, after reviewing the pre-sentence investigation report with my client, I think the recommendations are fair and appropriate. They are recommending 76948 status for the term of probation. My client certainly acknowledges that this is a situation that she escalated far beyond what was appropriate, and that this is never appropriate. This is not a situation she wants to be in again. Certainly, she does not want to end up on trial again. Does not want to be in court as a defendant. To that end, I think she is committed to addressing some of the issues that she has dealt with, including alcohol use and mental health. And I think she certainly would be compliant with, I think, a mild probation. And I think she certainly wants to avail herself of the 76948 status that she's allowed to, Your Honor. But I think my client also has a state.
Your Honor, I want to first express my respect for this court and the legal process. I accept the verdict, though it has been incredibly difficult to come to terms with an outcome that does not reflect my truth or the woman I know myself to be. As a Black woman, I am deeply aware of how I am perceived, not just in this courtroom, but in society. I carry with me a lifetime of needing to remain composed, strong, and careful with my voice, even when I am the one hurting. That same restraint has been used against me in this case. I never intended to harm anyone. The situation that led to these charges was complex, emotionally charged, and shaped by a dynamic that I don't believe was fully understood. I was placed in a situation where my voice felt smaller than the weight of my assumptions made about me. My version of events may not have aligned with what was easier to believe, but I know in my heart that I did not act out of violence or cruelty. This has been a painful journey, not just legally, but personally. The emotional toll has been heavy, and my character has been questioned in a way that will follow me long after this courtroom is empty. Sorry.
Take time.
I am not asking for special treatment. I am asking only to be seen in full for the sister, daughter, and human being that I am. Whatever sentence that the court imposes, I ask that it's considered in totality of who I am, and not just the snapshot that was painted of me during this trial. I want to move forward, rebuild my life, and continue with growth, compassion, and understanding of my circumstances. The events of this night and trial will follow me and serve as a monumental lesson for the remainder of my life. Thank you for listening.
No problem. Thank you for taking the time to address the court and trying to share some of your feelings. I think that the majority of your sentiment, I understood even at the time of your jury trial. Watching the video, watching the way that the evidence played out, it was a very unfortunate circumstance. I don't disagree that you weren't antagonized. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree that the victim did some things that put you in a position that caused you to react, or triggered you, I should say, to react in the way that you did. I unequivocally agree, based on everything I've seen and heard, that you were triggered. But being triggered does not excuse bad behavior. I also think he set you up with the recording, even in the way that he phrased what he phrased, because he wanted to get you to agree that you had put your hands on him. so that he can call the police and get you out of the house. And it's unfortunate. This is someone that I'm assuming you were in some relationship with at some point. And that there was at some point some level of trust that deteriorated. And sometimes when people are in relationship and it goes south, things can get messy. For you, they got extremely messy. You ended up in handcuffs. You ended up having a jury trial and now a conviction for domestic violence. Luckily for you, we have a statute that will allow you to demonstrate the character that you say you possess. That's the character I see when you present in court, that you don't present like someone that would be here on a domestic violence. And so there may be some things and some tools that you may need to work on. I recognize from the pre-sentence report and from your criminal history, what I gather is that when you are dealing with a combination of maybe some anxiety or stress, distress mixed with alcohol, that your ability to communicate could be perceived more violent than normal. And so that's something you want to work on. That's something you want to focus on, because you should quiet your voice as a woman, as a Black woman, in order to communicate your feelings. But there is an appropriate way to communicate your feelings and your positions on things. And your record reflects that when you're under the influence of alcohol, you're not doing a good job of communicating those feelings. So I want you to take some time to reflect on that and to work on that. I think that you would be a good candidate for a term of probation and a good candidate for probation under 769.4A, which would make this non-public on your record once you are successful. And so I'm going to grant that. And then I'm going to also order that you participate in some programming. I think the recommendation was for you to complete the Women's Only Domestic Violence program and to attend some early alcohol education. So that you get a better understanding of what alcohol does in your body. And then you should be more conscientious of how it interacts when you already have a chemical imbalance. And so if there is something, some medication that you may be on, or just another diagnosis that you may have with your mental health that already makes you imbalanced, and then you introduce alcohol to that, it could be a dangerous situation. So you need to be careful of that because, again, your criminal history, which is only two, I shouldn't say only, but you do have 2 convictions at this time. But both of them, you had a blood alcohol content at the time. So there's a pattern. And so it's up to you if you want to address your relationship with alcohol. If I were you, I would refrain from it because I would work on my emotional state. That's what I would focus on. And you're going to be required to refrain from it while on probation. So that'll give you some time to stabilize and think about some things and process if you think it's worth reintroducing it to your lifestyle after that, okay? So the order of the court, it's recommending 8 months probation. I think 6 months is sufficient. If for some reason you're not able to complete the program in that time, I can always extend it. But because it is a term of probation for probation, term of probation for domestic violence, I'm not able to reduce it after that. So I'm going to go on ahead and put you on a term for 6 months at this time. I'm going to grant 769.4A. While on probation, you're not to have any contact with the victim in this matter, Joshua Dinsmore. You're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. You're not to purchase or possess a firearm, ammunition, or weapon of any kind while you're on probation. And you're not to use alcohol, marijuana, or any other controlled substance unless you have a valid prescription. Do you have any questions so far? You are going to be required to submit to random preliminary breath testing and your analysis testing. You are responsible to pay the cost of that, okay? You're not to be at any bars or nightclubs. My records reflect that you are employed. You will be ordered to maintain your employment. I am going to order that you complete the women's only domestic violence program. And early education program for alcohol. Substance abuse, I should say. You can get additional information about that from your probation officer, okay?
Sure.
Do you have any questions at this time?
No, Your Honor.
There's a $30 per month oversight fee that you are responsible for while on probation. There's a $75 crime victim rights fee per statute. I have to assess that. Also per statute, there's a $50 minimum cost that must be assessed. I will waive, however, discretionary fines and costs. So $30 per month in probation is $180. Plus $125 for the statutory fines and costs, $305. That will be assessed. You do have the opportunity to make monthly payments on that. You also will be reporting via Zoom for probation, okay? Had credit for 2 days, so the 93 days credit for 2, and the balance of 91 days will be suspended upon your successful completion of probation. You're working full-time?
Yes, ma'am.
What is this, Lions Hospitality? What is that?
Alliance Hospitality. It's
Oh,
Holiday
it
Inn.
says Lions. I sound like, what's that?
Alliance. It's
Oh.
Holiday Inn Express Suites. I'm the housekeeping supervisor.
Alliance, got it. I'll update the report to make that clear. I don't know how they got that there. Let's see. I'm also going to order that you perform 8 hours of community service within the 6 months. Four of those hours must be completed at the LMTS Outreach Center, okay? Yes, and you can get that information as well from probation. Do you have any questions at this time? Because you are on a term of probation for domestic violence, you do not have the right to request early discharge, so I won't go into detail about that. You'll check in with probation today before you leave. Jody Bayless is your probation officer. If you have any questions or concerns while on probation, you can reach out to her. She'll get you squared away, or reach out to the court, and then she'll get in contact with you sometime in the near future to go over the judgment of sentence for you to sign and return back to her. Okay, again, you'll be reporting monthly, okay? Do you have any questions at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Nothing on behalf of the people.
No,
Thank you, you're all set. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Good morning. The individual who just signed is Simone James. Please start your video. Simone James.
Hello,
Yes. What matter are you here on?
Justin James.
Okay. Are you here as a party to the case or?
Yes, I am the victim, one of the victims.
Okay. All right. I'll put you back in the waiting room.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Bruel,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good morning. Which matter are you here for?
I'm here for State of Michigan versus Stephen Newton.
My understanding is that there was a request to adjourn this until November.
Yes, Your
The
Honor.
request, the request I have is that he didn't get noticed, but actually he's not even eligible until after November.
That's correct, Your Honor.
So which one is it? Are we adjourning it because he didn't have notice, or are we adjourning it because he's not eligible?
We're adjourning it because he's not currently eligible.
Okay. Sean, have to reset this or can you?
Sean.
Okay, he's not eligible till November 18th. Okay, sorry. I'll have it reset until after November 18th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Wait. Oh, sorry.
The Carmen, there's Carmen Kelly. AKA
Oh, okay.
Not like.
Got it. And that's William Tyler is the defendant. Is he present? Is William Tyler present?
No.
Stephen Newton? Have you all spoken to these people? They're not responding. Stephen Newton and Lorna Mosher. Who's Mosher?
Good morning, Your Honor. Lorna Mosier. I'm here with Ms. Carmen Rafaela.
It's that Carmen Lee. I don't know what her last name is. She's
You're here with her in what capacity?
On a set-aside application for Carmen Rafaela, formerly Sawatu. I'm here with Legal Services of South Central Michigan.
Okay, I thought someone said that that was a victim.
Sorry, Your Honor, Simone James. And
Oh,
Robert
okay,
Hauser,
thank you.
victims.
Okay, so the issue, part of the issues, we got multiple names for this person, okay. Carmen Kelly, AKA Carmen, the pilot, AKA Carmen Sawatu. She said, but you just said another name, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. Her name is currently Carmen Rafaela, formerly Nepilot, formerly Kelly, formerly Sawatu.
For today's purposes, we're going to use the name that she has on her filing because I can't keep up.
That's correct. Her name is currently Carmen Rafaela. That is on her file, her application.
Let's see. No, I have two. Which one are you on both of these cases?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. This is the state of Michigan versus Carmen Kelly. J000986SM appearance base.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Counsel.
Lorna Mosier, P86550 with Legal Services of South Central Michigan on behalf of the defendant applicant.
Says the hearing will be held in Judge Cynthia Kristen Simmons courtroom. Already get people confusing us for no reason anyway. We don't need that. Let's see here. This is a motion to set aside conviction for retail fraud 3rd degree Date of conviction being May 5th, 2000. Is this AG's office respond? Let's see. Let's see. Sean sent the AG a letter, actually. He didn't send it. Okay, good. I don't see where the Office of the Attorney General has submitted a response on this. On either file. However, I see the notice wasn't even mailed to June 17th, so hasn't even been 30 days, so they wouldn't have responded that quickly. So because of that, I'm gonna have
You're
to
on-
have, yes.
If I may, let me just see. I do have a response. So I did initially file this application on May 14th. And then I received the hearing information from the district court and then renoticed it I sent the application again, said I'm sending it again, and sent the hearing information. So I did receive a Michigan State Police response at the end of May. I then received a AG response on this application on it was sent June 11th. And then I also, so I have received those responses from both the state police and the Attorney General's office on this particular application.
The court has not received anything.
Okay, is there a way for me to get this to the court? Because this has been sent over a month ago in both the AG and the MSP.
But I don't even have that this was reset. The only thing I have is the date originally on this file, which Mr. Farnham says, it says June 17th was the date that the application, he said, motion on application to set aside was set for this date, July 14th, and then he sent a letter the same date as that this file was open. And so we would need a letter from the AG's office. I'm gonna have to have Mr. Farnham follow up and reset this.
Okay, I do have a proof of service from May 14th. I also have a proof of service from when I reserved everything after I received the hearing date information. So
that doesn't help me, doesn't help my file. I need a letter from the AG in response to our request for a letter that we sent to them on the 17th of June. We've not received anything back.
Okay, I have the Attorney General's letter in this matter.
I'm not sure if you're understanding what I'm saying. This is getting reset.
Okay, I understand, Your Honor. I can also provide any of the documentation if that would be helpful.
Thank you, but they will send it to us directly. Any additional matters for today?
I apologize, Your Honor. I don't practice in this court very often. I'm in Battle Creek, Michigan. I'm wondering, is this something that the clerk's office will reach out about a new date for this, or do I need to contact someone to arrange a new date?
Sean Farnham will send a new date. He sets that himself.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And you go take those to Sean, let him know that we need him to follow with the AG's office and reset those. Mrs. Sawatu, you're free to go for today.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Same to you. Okay, no show causes appeared. I'm assuming.
Yolanda told me no earlier when I asked.
Who do you have ready to go at this time if you have anyone?
Mr. James.
On the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Justin James, 25-01842, appearance, please.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. James, who is approaching council table and to my right now.
Mr. James is scheduled today for a pre-trial on 2 assault and batteries. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, there has been an offer floated of perhaps mental health court. At this time, we'd be asking for a final pretrial date.
August 11th at 8 a.m. Trial. Jury trial September 8th.
Is he not accepting that offer? Because if he needs to be screened, we want that done.
He did not seem inclined to at this time, Your Honor, so I don't think that's going to be something we're pursuing. And after my conversation with him, I'm not even sure it's something he'd be eligible for.
Okay. That's correct. You're not interested. Okay, so you'll appear in person for final pretrial August 11th at 8 a.m. And then the jury trial will be September 8th, 8 a.m. also in person at the court, okay? Get your notice to appear. Do you have any questions for the court?
So August 11th, 8 a.m., this building right here.
Right back here. Any additional questions? Any matters for the records?
Nothing on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, if I may make a brief bond modification request.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. James is currently wearing a GPS tether. I would ask the court to be removing that. I don't believe Mr. James to be a danger to himself or anyone else. I don't believe him to be a flight risk. He appeared today quite early for the hearing. He's been consistently communicating with me throughout the last week. He is fully understanding with bond conditions. Regarding his bond conditions, the no contact order, he fully understands, regardless of whether the tether stays on or not, he's not to have any communication or contact with the complaining witnesses here. I don't know that the GPS tether is necessary to ensure his appearance in court or his compliance with the bond orders, and it does pose a financial imposition to him. So I would ask the court to consider removing that particular order today.
Let's see, I'm looking at a file. He was arraigned by Judge Flores, it looks like. And Judge Flores would have had more information than I had at this time, because he would have had the defendant's prior criminal history, which I do not have.
And Judge Flores has a default bond for every single assault case. And
I'm not here to address the default bonds. What his policy is on the bond is, I don't think inappropriate. He reviews the file just like any of us would do, and he would have more information to review, to weigh. He doesn't, Judge Flores does not by default put people on GPS tether.
He does, he's discussed it with me.
He does not by default.
On assaultive charges, he does.
And this 2 assaults.
Understood.
And he's not here, he's not told us that he has a default that he automatically does it. That's not what we are understanding his policy is. He's not here to address that. What I am saying is that he had more information to consider when resorting to the default, if that is in fact what he does, 1,010%, which is low, and a GPS tether. My concern is I have a file which a judge just issued this bond. I have no address for the defendant. I have no phone for him. And he's not I don't even have an employment located. And so for those reasons, I would keep him on GPS tether. Because I don't know how to even get in contact with him.
Can I just provide the report? 'Cause I have a phone number for you.
Um. Sure.
Where do you live?
1268 Idaho Drive, 48933.
Whom?
Who is that?
Father,
You stay with your father, okay. And so, what's your phone number?
517-290-6199.
199,
Yes.
repeat the address again.
1268 Idaho Drive. East Lansing,
Spell the street, you said Idaho?
Ivanhoe.
Idaho.
I-E as in Victor, A-N-H-O-E.
That's East Lansing. And you're not employed?
No. Okay.
Oh, it's this P/P. Oh, probation of parole, probably, is what that means.
And Your Honor, if it assists with the court, when I previously ran his previous record, I found nothing in it.
No prior criminal conviction.
Correct.
Is there a relation between he and the alleged victim?
Mother, stepfather.
Look at the exclusion for work purposes if there's no work. I'm not sure, but. I'll remove the GPS tether. I've not in the 30 days had even a ping. So that means you've been staying out of the exclusion zone. The no contact order will continue. You're not to have contact directly or indirectly with either of the protected parties, nor are you to be within 2,000 feet of wherever they are, okay?
Of wherever they are.
Yes,
So if I'm in an area and they walk in, I'm to leave.
absolutely.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about that?
I don't think so.
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Nothing on behalf of the people.
Okay, you're all set.
Lonnie Harper, but anyway.
Nobody else should take photos? It's all. Somebody's in the waiting room.
Some paperwork. If I get it right.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right.
What's your name? What is your name?
Brandon Dennis. If you're talking to me. You can tell.
Brandon who? And
Brandon Dennis. Yep.
Okay.
I didn't know if you were talking to me or not, sorry.
Does he have an attorney?
I have a file in him in our system for this, but he has this on a traffic matter, so I wanted to ask him whether that was his intent.
Says he requested an attorney on the file.
Would you mind if I went to a breakout room with him
No
and got some
problem.
information for this?
No problem.
Thank you.
On the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Lonnie Harper 23-00988. I also have 23I5368 or 3862. Council's name.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Jacob Riley, independent minister.
At least I'm supposed to have that, but I don't see it. I need to open entrance. So today was the date scheduled for driving while licenses suspended, pre-trial and an open intox. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we reached an agreement whereby my client will plead guilty to the driving while license suspended and the open intoxication.
Correct, Your Honor. Raise your right hand, sir. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
Thank you. Okay, I do have an advice of rights and plea information sheet. That's your signature.
Yes, ma'am.
And you went over these rights with your attorney,
Yes,
correct?
ma'am.
You understand that you would have to give up all of these rights if you wanted to plead guilty to the driving while license suspended?
I do.
So you have the right to the presumption that you are innocent and the right to maintain that presumption and proceed to a jury trial and have the prosecutor put forth evidence to first establish beyond a reasonable doubt the guilt as to driving while license is suspended. Do you understand that?
I do.
You want to waive that right?
Yes, ma'am.
You also have the right to question or cross-examine any of the witnesses that they would have called to testify against you, the right to remain silent at trial and not have silence be used against you, or waive your silence and testify at your trial if you like, and your right to see, hear, or question any other witnesses that they call. Do you understand that?
I do.
One threatening you to get you to waive these rights?
No, ma'am.
Has there been any promises extended to you in exchange for a guilty plea?
No, ma'am.
As to the driving while license is suspended, are you entering a guilty plea because you believe you're guilty?
I know I'm guilty.
Okay, as to the driving while license is suspended, are you plead
Guilty.
factual basis?
Mr. Harper, in the early morning hours of March 23rd of 2023, were you operating a vehicle on North Cedar Street in the area of crossing with Pennsylvania Avenue?
I was.
Did you have some contact with police at that time?
I did.
Was it true that you did not have a valid driver's license at that time?
It is true.
Any questions for your prosecution?
None, Your Honor.
Knowing your plea to be free voluntarily and intelligently made, I'll accept your plea. This matter does not have a valid license, and the other matter will be dismissed per plea. Let's see.
I haven't had a legal driver's license since 1996.
And why won't you go get a license, sir?
Last time I investigated it was when they still had the driver's responsibility fees, and it was gonna cost me like $16,000 to get a driver's license, and I just gave up on it.
I could imagine, but why not now?
Because I don't know the steps I need to take.
Is there a clinic that he can go and get some help with at this point?
Your Honor, I do also want to make clear aware that Mr. Harper has some tickets in other counties that might be able to get back in that regard. So it's not just this
I
one.
get that, but Michigan's not a very transient place if you don't have a driver's license. So for your benefit, you should probably work on getting that taken care of.
I would love to if I knew where to begin.
Yeah, I would. That's what I was saying. If there's a clinic, you could probably start there and then they'll maybe help you with anything you got in this county. And then try to see what they have in the other counties that could assist you to navigate the process and get it cleared if possible. But as it relates to this one, your fine is $200. What can you pay?
I don't have any money with me at the moment. Can I get like 60 days to start paying?
Yes. How much you gonna pay in 60 days?
What should I make? How much is my
The
fine?
total is $200.
Could I do $25 a month? I'm just getting back on my feet after being homeless for 2 years, and $25 is a lot of money to me right now.
I believe, I can understand that. So I'll note here, you'll pay $25 per month beginning September 17th. You can make payment at the criminal traffic window, or you can come in person and make payment. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set, sir.
Thank you for your time, ma'am.
Thank you.
I have no idea. No clue.
He is moving forward without counsel for right now. He's gonna request an adjournment of about 30 days to attend a dog license clinic with animal control on August 6th.
August 18th at 10.
Yes, that's okay.
Let's reset to August 18th at 10.
Okay,
You're all set for today, sir.
thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Have we seen? Let's see. Who is this?
Am I good to go?
You are good to go, sir.
Okay, thank
Steve
you. Have a good day.
Anthony McCatry is not here.
No one's in the hall.
Tempest Goodman Stevens failed to appear.
Yes.
Another file, you don't need to worry about.
Thanks, for Caitlin is not at her desk. She's on break and I checked everywhere for it.
You have someone, Mr. Riley.
No, you're all right.
Corey Thomas. Failed to appear. William Tyler. Failed to appear.